All right. The next first year award goes to Amaris Johnson. See how I just don't have anything to say? It's because I don't know where to begin with Amaris. Whew. And that's all I read. And at the beginning, you know, they're a little immature at the beginning. So, Amaris, coach, do you remember me? You know, and I'm looking like, you know, and I really knew that she had looked familiar, but I wasn't really sure where I knew Amaris from. But I did know Amaris because I did see Amaris before. So I kept looking and I was like, I do. And I was trying to remember where I knew Amaris from. But I could never figure it out until one day she told me, Coach, I used to play flag football with your grandson and your granddaughter at the church. And I said, that's right, because I always kept saying, look at that light-skinned girl out there with that ponytail in her head all the time, running up the field with the boys. I did. I kept saying that. I kept saying, she's going to be an athlete when she gets bigger. I did always say that. And then you just don't think about that. Years go by. And then lo and behold, here is that little girl. I cannot believe it. And she really is a great athlete. If we can get it up there. For her. Well, she knows, but we just gotta drive Amaris. And all of the players looked up to her. And sometimes people can't handle that. They can't handle the responsibility of leading a team. A lot of people can't take that responsibility. But I pulled her off to the side and told Amaris, do you know the team look up to you like that? And she was like, no. And I said, well, they do. And so I had to take her back. I said, guys, will you guys look up to Amaris as like she's a captain of the team? And everybody said yes. Everybody. And she had no idea. But that's how she led the team, because they did look up to Amaris. But Amaris just may not have been ready at that time. But once we got halfway through the season and getting to the championship, then Amaris did come through. The real Amaris came through. Come on, you guys, come on, we can do this. Come on, guys, come on. Run out on the field. I think the most down I ever seen her is when she threw that interception with almost the last 4 minutes of the game against Lake Asbury. And I'm sorry, I needed Amaris' head in that game. So she looked, and I know she wanted to cry because she just kept doing like, looking in my eyes like this, you know, and I was like, come here, Amaris. I had to pull and get in her face. And I wasn't stanky, so I did know, because she would have told me. I had to get her, Amaris, let that go, that's over. There's nothing you can do about that now. What you need to do right now is go lead your team and get this team up the field. Regardless, whether we're gonna throw you on defense to have you to work with them as well. Okay? Now, there's the Amaris that everybody knows. But I think when she threw that interception, she just like almost lost it. But you have to grab them like that and pull them back in and tell them that's over. We gotta look at what we're doing now from this point forward. And I think that pulled her back and got her head right back into the game for her to get this team and lead her players with her, all of them working together, and they did, and the result was a win. And that was really good, and I appreciated Amaris for that.
Yay!
All right, now the coach that used up my 2 minutes of this portion. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely give Amaris credit. It is a lot of responsibility, a lot of pressure for a first year player to come in to this program. We put a lot on her shoulders. I know in practice, I'm like, Amaris, why'd you throw that? What were you thinking? You know, it was on and on and on and on, never to demean, but always to kind of build a skill. And then it got to the point where at the end of the season, they were almost playing like, I don't know if y'all realize that, they were almost playing like old school playground football, like you know, like they was drawing it out on the sand. Because I know we would call a play, and we'd be like, all right, you got to go through your reads. You know, this your first, second, third. There are some plays where that ball would just come out of there, and it's not just the quarterback. It takes the whole offense to back her up. She would throw that ball out of there so hard. There was one play when we played Lakeside, you threw it, it was like a sweep left, something crazy, and you roll around to the left, and I think either Drew or somebody was coming across, you stopped, threw it back, and threw that thing like a bullet, and I heard everybody in the crowd go, ooh. I was like, yeah, you know, that right there is the confidence, but it definitely was a work throughout the season to build that confidence, to build it to the point where she felt like she had the freedom to go out there. She knew what the play was, but if that play broke down, she knew she could throw it to any one of her offensive players and they would have her back. So, you know, you definitely did a great job, but again, once again, good job offense for having your QBs back, making them look like a superstar, because if you drop those balls, then we all look like garbage.
Good job.